Good morning everybody, Calm Biker here, and it's about 20 past 6 on a Saturday morning and we are setting off on an iron butt. Essentially we are going to ride 1,000 miles in under 24 hours. Oh well, we're going to try our hardest to do that anyway. So almost 50 minutes on the road and we've done about 40 miles. It's not a view you see every day, is it? I've got exactly 1,000 miles left to ride. I've made my first error of the day. I just missed my turn off. That's very, very annoying. Little errors like that can cost you a lot of time, especially on motorways. So now I've got to rely on Calimoto to get me back to the place I want to be. Let's see how much this costs me. Hopefully it's not going to be too much of a problem. But the last turn off Darlington was 3 miles away, and Darlington is where we're headed. I think I've done about 2 miles since then. It's a mile to the next turning, so it's probably not going to add much to the journey. Probably not going to cost us any more than about 5 minutes, hopefully. This is the problem of not having a Bluetooth headset. Really need to get one fitted in this helmet, because it would have talked to me and I wouldn't have missed that turning, rather than relying on the odd glance down every so often. It's another 6 miles according to this to where we're supposed to be, which will take me to 17,435 on the odometer. So yeah, I think it's going to cost us about 3 miles. That's a sign I really don't want to see. Tosh has taken the lead, which hopefully means he knows about this road closure, because he does drive around here a lot for his job. Hopefully he knows, and he knows where we're getting to. Well, that was a painful detour. Serves me right for not paying attention. But we managed to do an extra few miles, but right through the middle of Darlington, which has cost us a bit of time. So it's now 8:20, 2 hours in, and we're up to 17,445 on the odometer. And although this was supposed to be a petrol stop, I'm going to nip in for a toilet break as well. Got to factor these things in. I know I'm going to have a wet seat later from the rain. I don't want a warm and wet seat now. Right, quickly get some petrol. I didn't realise, but oh, it's out in both directions. Oh, but not really. I didn't realise, but the clock on my bike is wrong. So I'd started using the time off the first receipt, which was 6:20, and I thought it was earlier than it was, but it's actually about 8:50. So we've done 2.5 hours and only 110 miles, which is not enough. So we've got to get a move on. So pay at pump, excellent. As long as the receipt has the right details, we're all right. Here is the brick train I can't really see it from the road, that's a shame. Oh, there you go, see a bit of it. I'm going to come back and see that another day, but it is actually a sculpture made of bricks, and it's a sculpture of a train. And I would stop and look at it, but we are behind target. It would annoy me if I failed to do the Iron Butt challenge on the back of 5 minutes because I'd stopped to look at the brick train for 5 minutes. So another day it will have to be. Nearly missed that then. I thought it was further on. There's the Angel of the North. Another sculpture I'll need to come back to and have a proper look at. These are the parts that are going to get frustrating. Now got, I was going to say I'm 170, nearly 180 miles in, but of course we've done an extra few. We're now in 60 mile an hour zones, and obviously we want to keep an average of 50. But I'm only doing 49 on the speedo. So I need to start making my way past some of this stuff to keep the speed up. But it's pretty tricky on a road like this to get safe overtakes done, because it's such a busy one. And I know some people would go for this gap, but well, there's nowhere in front of this white car that's got enough space, and you never know if they know you're there or not. So he might be trying to let me past but not realising I need space to get into, or he might be on his phone and not really paying attention, and it's that chance of him swerving back if something's coming the other way. I'd much rather cross the white line to get past like that than try and do it within the one lane. Got a few miles of this though before we get back onto 2-lane and dual carriageways. Now heading to the third stop of the day, and I've got 5 bars out of 6 on my petrol, so I don't really need it. Again, it's just changing direction. I said this was kind of an endurance ride, it's also a planning ride. These short ones, I mean we've done about 70 miles since the last one. These short stints are not exactly good for keeping your speed up. We're making progress though. On the Odo I'm up to about 193, and then take off a few that obviously I lost from going the wrong way and then having that road closure. So you could probably call it about 190, and we're about 3 hours and 50 in. So we're not quite where we need to be, but we're not far off now. So hopefully after this stop we get a decent run and get back on pace. Of course we're going to lose a lot of that when we stop at some point. We're going to have to eat. The next one is 128 miles.
Oh, well, yeah. We definitely need fuel then.
Right, I mean I've still got 5 bars. I've probably used a gallon on that. So, but we'll top up, we might as well. Have to thank BP for not being £1.50 a litre. It's a sad state of affairs when you think £1.33 a litre seems reasonable. But after that one on the motorway at £1.50 nearly, blimey. Now this is, for this morning at least, the last time we will be heading north. This bit of route takes us north for a bit. So we're at Alnwick now on the east coast. We're going to head north for a bit and slowly bend round to the west. And we won't be going north again until we're on our way back, heading up from London. So next leg is west. Back on the single lane roads again. How much bad luck is it to have to get past 3 buses? Is it 3 buses and a lorry, or is it 4 buses? 3 buses and a lorry. Quite lucky with that gap there. I can see the sea. Must be getting close to the point where we're turning west, because I can see the sea over that way and I can see the sea in front of me as well. It even looks blue. It's not a warm day though, so it's certainly, that's the North Sea, it certainly wouldn't be a nice one to have a dip in. It'd wake you up. I might need it in another 600 or 700 miles. It's been odd weather recently. We've had most days over 30 degrees centigrade, Celsius nowadays, over 30 degrees C, and the day that we're doing the iron butt, it's decided to drop down by about 10 degrees, so I'm jumping up underneath this jacket and it's still a bit chilly, but it's better than the alternative of either yesterday or tomorrow, because it was lots of rain yesterday and it's forecast lots of rain tomorrow. It's forecast a little bit of rain for us at the southwest corner of what we're doing today. So I've got my waterproofs, but I'm hoping I won't need them. I think we're nearly in Scotland, you know. I don't know what gives it away.
Nah, we're fucking miles away from Scotland. We're about...
I could almost walk there. I can almost touch it, in fact.
we're about 100 metres away from Scotland.
Welcome to Scotland. Feltigu Alba. I've no doubt pronounced that way off. See the sea again. Can really see the sea now. Very pretty. Again, not what you want. It's against us today. Really against us today. Redirecting us off a 60 and 70 mile an hour road onto a 30. I have no idea now. Absolutely no idea. This won't deal with this kind of thing. It's about planned rides, not detours. This might be our iron butt scuppered. They've closed the A1 with no diversion set up, and it sent us back to England. That needed a diversion before you got to the closed road.
That would have been nice.
It would, wouldn't it? The idea that you go down the A1 and then you reach a sign that says closed, go back the other way,
Go back at
is
least,
silly.
at least 20 miles.
Right, we best get moving then.